I'm a deacon, you should shut up when I'm speaking. If you talking, then I bet I get to tweaking.
GFM, we here. We must be finna have a good show today, boy. Man. Come get some of that, man. We must be finna have a good one today. You heard me? GFM, y'all. Hey, 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 it's grabbing party, yeah. I'm shitty shy when I'm at the mall. Shit, well, here we go. We bad bitches. Fuck you, dog. Sitting on there. Where them girls at? A brush and caramel. Jumping, join the pot. Sweet it up like a Maserati. Try to fight a pain, day so. What? Not cuz. Alizé, Chicago, that's her on the hook. I get away, out the way. Others do say, other rose.
Nothing but ballin', we legendary, we're giving false horses, gotta look according with you. I got cold women, I got a feeling that I'm about to make a killing. All the million, once upon a time, I was poor. I can all the folks get hard,
Lick up, sit up, kiss up. We got Zay coming in today.
It's like too bright, I can't even see you.
Yes.
Hey, man,
What's the
hey,
word?
inshallah, mashallah.
Hey, everything working against this one happening today. We must be from the exercise slay
Yes,
some
sir,
demons
because
on this
they try to
combo.
take me out early in the morning. They can't do nothing with me.
They been trying to take me out all day. I mean, I hope everybody had a good weekend. My weekend was a little up there, a little difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But we
sir.
here still. You know what I mean?
Oh,
How your
man, my
weekend was,
weekend
sis?
was kind of regular. I had where I spent some time with my granny. That was one of the highlights.
All right. Well, welcome to today's show of GFM, God-fearing man. Today we got Zay. You there? No, I think her phone's just. Today we got Alizé, Chicago. Hold on, I think her joint just cut off. It said she wasn't able to join. Let's see how that go.
Look,
There you go.
it's retrogrades and everything going on, but you know what? Mercury is my ruling planet.
Oh wow.
You hear me?
You feel?
Look, carrots. Yeah.
But it goes first. The song Zay on, y'all. She on the hook for track 8, Johnny P Forever on LSD. And we're glad to have her here as a guest on GFM. She's the first woman artist to interview with us.
God, buddy.
Definitely not the last, hopefully. I think she's the first to, and the one and only that ain't a diva or too
You
much
good.
not and nothing about nobody, but you know how it is. So yeah, that's Johnny P Forever. So before we start, it's Monday, the 23rd. I wanted to make sure we kick it off right, and I start with your verse. Your verse for the day is Colossians 1:23. And it said, but you must continue to believe this truth and stand firmly in it. Don't drift away from the assurance you received when you heard the good news. The good news has been preached all over the world, and I, Deacon, have been appointed as God's
Sit
servant
down.
to proclaim
Sit down.
it.
I say, I mean,
So it's really been working
and so,
today. You know what I'm saying? The workout a little longer than normal. Couple mishaps, you know what I'm saying? But we here, and this is important to me because, like I said, women in the music industry are very instrumental, and unfortunately, a lot of the men aren't often as vocal about their roles within the music. So today, hopefully, we can delve off into just how instrumental Alizé has been to Chicago music, not just her music, but to Chicago music. You know what I'm saying? So I got a couple of questions, if you don't mind. I'm over here prepping, rolling
I
up.
can't fellowship, but I got carrots.
Oh, all right. Improving the sight, indeed. But no, so before we kick it off, we got the verse, Colossians 1:23. Zay, go ahead and introduce the people to you. Tell the people who you are.
I'm Alizé, a.k.a. Alizé Chicago, a.k.a. the InkPusha, Quill Killer. I've been singing since I was 3. I've been writing since I was 9.
Ooh, wait. Didn't know
My
that. That was
bad.
my question. Oh, cool. That's cool. So you say you singing since you was 3.
One of my cousins on here.
Since
Tell him, cuz. One of my cousins on here. Fuck your feeling. That's my cousin. He on here. You know.
That's hard. Where you was born?
I was born down south. I was born in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I rep my home where the dirt match my skin.
All right. So how navigate to Chicago and to get there to the point to Chicago?
My mother, my whole family, with the exception of my great grandmother and my great grandfather, they were born here. My mother, my grandmother, my aunties, my uncles and stuff, they was born here. And my grandma was like, y'all should come back here. That was in 87, June 24th, 1987. And I've been here since.
And been there ever since. So even though you was born down in Oklahoma, your fam was already Chi represented. So the Chicago been in you. By the time you got up here, it was already second nature to just be that west side or Chi-town.
I don't know, like, so I started going out west. I think I was like 15. I started going out west with one of my cousins. And she was like, come on, we finna go to Cape Town. I'm like, what the fuck is a Cape Town? You feel? So then we was on Gladys. 4346 West Gladys. You feel? So we went to Cape Town, and next thing I know, I was out west all the time. I was out west all the time. Then I started going to the
So,
Holy City when I was 18.
oh,
I started going to the Holy City when I was 18.
okay. So you've been making music since 3. So in there, since when you transitioning from Oklahoma and back, and you coming back and forth, you on the
When I
south
first
side or the
came
north
to
side
the
when you
South, I was
first
on the
get to the
south
south?
side in what they call Washington Park area, near the University of
Okay.
Chicago Hospital. And
Okay, then
after that, I went
got
up
the
top. I
now
went
the
up
SO.
north with the Belizean and
Okay,
Jamaican, and then with the people, right?
that. So how in developing
Okay, so
along this way?
I co-wrote
How?
my first play with a group of people in a theater group I used to be in called the Wisdom Bridge Theater. They was on Howard Street. So I co-wrote my first play when I was 13, and it was on ever since.
Wow. Wow. Tell us about
Man, it
that.
was
What
an
that was like.
experience. And
Boy,
it's crazy. The play was called Can't
wow.
Stand the Heat. And
Okay.
the play was about teenage pregnancy, and I'm the one that thought of the idea, and they went with it, and it
That's
was
hard.
on. The song I say ain't even,
That's hard.
I said one of my poems, and at first I just was writing
You
poems, right? I just write poems, and then when I used to be in the Greens, bankroll, shout out to the bankroll. I used to be in the Greens, at the bankroll, one of the brothers was like, man, you need to turn that shit into some songs, Lord. And I was like, shit, I don't know how to do that. He was like, man, just sing. Next thing I know, I turned all
and
them poems into songs, and
wow.
I ain't looked
And they
back.
look back since. Wow. So how long was it in that process where you realized your pen was one to be reckoned with? Was it right there when bro said you need to do it, or when
I
did you
got
get
my
your confidence? Because
confidence when
somebody
I
else
had,
telling you,
so when I was 21, I was finna sign a deal with Mac 10 up under fucking with Children of the Ghetto.
that's crazy. His
Like,
birthday, August 9th,
your
by the way.
birthday.
You was finna sign a record deal with Mac 10. What
That
year this
was like
was?
99.
99. So what was that like?
I
Tell
was
us
in
about
a
that
group.
situation. How'd you get into that
So my uncle,
circle?
peace be upon him, he was a preacher. And he had some girls that he was working with. And he was like, I want you to sing with these girls. I got an opportunity for you. He was like, it's you and this other girl. Y'all pen is cold. And that's your twin vocal. So if I never smoked, this lady, her name is Yvette. That's my twin vocalist. The only person whose voice sound like mine. That's from here.
That's crazy. Where's she at?
She from out west. I don't know where she
Where's
at now.
she
I ain't
at?
seen her in a long time. So anyway, my uncle put me in the group. He was like, y'all got 1 week to rehearse and get this shit together. So we went to the church and we was rehearsing in the church. And they was like, we got to sing Amazing Grace by Destiny's Child because they want to hear our harmony. So we sang that first a cappella. Then they had a live band. We started singing Atlantis. Gold Dazzle was like, yeah, it's y'all. We want y'all.
What was y'all
What the
group
hell
name?
was that group called? May or some shit. It was some weird shit. I ain't pick it. You feel me? I was fresh. I'm talking about I was fresh off the street with the brothers. Like, I guess.
That's hard. That's hard though. I didn't know that. That's cold. That's cold. That's
Thank you.
exclusive info right there.
Uh,
Yeah,
but
that's
long story
uh,
short, they wasn't really ready yet. They had a lot of other stuff going on, and then they messed their deal up. So then one of the girls was like, My mama hooked us up with this dude, and he worked for Sony, right? His name was Donovan Price.
Right.
So now they call him Pastor
Son.
Donovan Price. He wasn't
Okay.
being such of a pastor back then.
Back then, that part. See, that gets into the question that I really want. I would hope this interview themes out to, like, the difficulty of being a woman in this industry and trying to navigate and get your recognition, whether it's for your voice or whether it's for your pen, whether it's somebody picked your other song. But it's typically some people
Yeah,
like Mr. Price along the way for a woman that
bro.
impedes the process or
Yeah,
the
that man told
progress.
them I'm too feisty. Because I told him what he was trying to get us to do was unscrupulous, and that shit was uncalled for, and I wasn't going. At gunpoint, I wasn't going, because I already know.
Mm.
He like, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'm like, man, we went to the studio with Do It That. We ain't had to do none of this. We was at the studio with the flick. We ain't had to do none of this. So y'all really finna fall for the okie doke?
What? Right. It was that type of
Bro,
circumstance.
the man had paddles and stuff, blindfolds, cups of cold water.
Try to whoop.
He ain't with me because I told him I
Y'all?
ain't Jen. He said, y'all got to get rid of her because she don't listen. No, I'm just not no, I'm not no lame.
Wow.
I'm not no dumbass. You ain't finna run nothing on me.
Nah, but do you see how that y'all see how that's nothing that anybody would try on a male
That man did some
in
bogus
this
shit. And I've been waiting to expose his ass because I just seen him on the news like a couple of weeks ago talking about, yeah, I'm a community activist. I wonder how they'd feel if they knew you was doing that type of stuff.
So he basically ruined y'all chance.
Them girls, they ain't even really sing no more. You feel me? They gave up.
They got out the game. So what is it in Zay that contributed to her continuing to go?
Okay, so
Continue.
one day I got a little despondent because of all of the fuckery that be going on. How they be trying to play us.
Right.
And as in women, I'm saying.
And women, right?
So I
All
got a
right.
little
Keep
despondent.
going.
I
All
was
right.
sitting in the park and it was snow outside. I remember it was snowing and I was like, man, God, this shit hard, man. They tripping. Just take my gift away. If I can't use it how I want to, take it away. I
Take it
said,
away.
I
Because I
said,
won't
take
let
it
them.
away. So when I said, take it away, I sat there probably like 30 more minutes. The creator and the ancestors let me get it out of my system. Y'all say hi to Avery. This the little bug. That's my twin. Get back. Okay, go. This is my interview.
Is this your school?
No, that's Uncle Bobby. Now go. Go.
We go talk about it.
Gotta wait.
You gonna have
Okay, quit
your
being
debut.
rude now. Go ahead.
But there's a book on my food.
No, it's not. Go. Go now. Go now.
Gotta love.
So,
Gotta love.
I asked the creator to take it away, right? And
Wow.
How old 23. I said, please take it away, right? I sat there. Then next thing I know, this feeling came over me, and I went in the house and I wrote a whole album.
Wow. Where them songs at?
They cut. I mean, I released some of them piece by piece, but they tuck for the most part till it's time. Listen, brother, I got more albums than I got shoes and clothes.
That's so amazing. So you've been
Every time they tell me no,
God
I feel right. Yes. Every time they say no, every time they be acting funny, I go right. So all of the no's, all of the fuckery, all of the hey, if you give me some, I can put you on. And your ass ain't even know. You can't put me nowhere. You need me to write you a song, so how you gonna put me somewhere? Come again.
Right, you need me.
Bye.
So what's your biggest shock or biggest disappointment so far as a woman in the industry? Your biggest shock, like surprise, like happiness, or your biggest disappointment?
My biggest shock, the biggest thing that happened, like in a shocking way, like, oh my God, I don't believe this. Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, where you felt happy for what being a woman in this business.
When I remember I met Tony, Uncle George. Uncle George plugged me with Dwayne from Tony at the house picnic one day. But I saw him, he kept looking at me, right? Dwayne was looking at
Uncle
me.
George.
Uncle George. I said, hey, Uncle George. He said, hey. Then he said, Dwayne, you know my niece, this Alizé. Hey.
Being everybody's story, ain't he?
Uncle George plugged me with him. He
Yeah.
said, what you do? I said, I sing. He said, for real? I said, yeah. He said, meet me at the Reggie's Rock Club. Man, I thought he just wanted me to come and see him perform. That man told me come on stage and sing. I got on stage, I sang with Dwayne from Tony. My favorite part of the song. Just to show us my name is Dwayne. And I sang for the first set and the second set. That was like the highlight of my career. One of the coolest things that the Creator blessed me with. And I was happy, like, hey, he ain't trying to come, push up on me or nothing. He just was like, dang, I'm digging your vibe. You know what I'm saying?
That's so Uncle George Daniel set that album up, and now look at him on this album, right?
Man,
ain't that full? So talk to us importance in the opportunity like that. Talk about the importance of making sure you got your publishing and your publishing company in order.
I ain't know nothing about ASCAP and stuff, right? So
tell it and tell us on what.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that at first. And the homie, the big brother Trick from Triple Darkness, he was like, you need your ASCAP, Joe. And I'm like, what's that? He was like, ASCAP. And then I looked it up. Next thing I know, I was plugged with the man at ASCAP at the ASCAP office here. His name was Sean Murphy. Before they closed it, like, I'm talking about plug, brother. Like, call him on the phone, like, Sean, I need help. Ooh. He plugged me with some more people. Like, he plugged me with some people to write for some people. So, yeah, real talk. So,
your pen has carried you a good, 25 years in this music?
It's features with me on it. I forgot about it. It's features that came out and they ain't highly promoted. But, yeah, my pen out here. Triple Darkness album, Last Days album, so my pen on there like 5 times. I think I'm on there 2 times, but my pen on there more than my voice on there.
That's hard. So what made you, them just mere mentioning it made you get your publishing?
Yeah, then I got that book, All You Need to Know About the Music Business, and I read that cover to cover, and man, then I was like, my auntie was like, look, you need to go do something else too. Don't just be over there with them rappers. And I had met Malik Youssef. Shout out to the God. I met.
So that's how.
No,
Bad Kids.
That was before Bad Kids.
Oh well.
I was Malik Youssef first protege.
Huh?
Before Bad Kids. I was Malik Youssef.
So
yeah, I was with Malik before Bad Kids. I got over Malik when I was like 23. That same year, I said, take this away. Like a whole bunch of stuff happened. So I got on with Malik, and he was like, you wrote that? I said, yeah. He was like, oh, yeah, you coming with me, shorty. And then he started taking me around and plugging me with more people. And
Get any credit on any
I
of
got
the Grammys?
the first album he came out with, Great Chicago Fire, A Cold Day in Hell.
Okay, that's hard. So what's the difficulties? Because your pen, and because I know sometimes people's always like your pen, your pen, your pen. What's the difficulties of trying to put your music out in that type of climate when I'm sure they trying to box you in or biasly do things because you're a woman? What that
Man, the ink, the ink is undeniable. They
talk to?
can't do nothing. They can't do nothing but
Correct.
respect it. And if they try to stop it, I mean, I work for the creator and the ancestors. So the ink it ain't gonna never dry up. And if they say no, I go around them and I go a whole nother route and I'll step off into some shit by myself. So whether they do it or not, I have learned to I think that's part of my Gemini trait. You know what I'm saying? You say no, okay, cool. You know, you say no,
And still
it's
persevere.
cool. You ain't got to. I got a whole nother lane I'm finna veer off in. So I started teaching myself how to
Type
speak patois. And then I got up with Maximilian. You know, he was a reggae artist from here. So I got up with Maximilian, then he helped me, get my patois a little more in order, but it's already in me because I'm second generation Yardie.
We only been on for about 15 minutes, and you just literally went through hell people you done work with. How have you worked with so many people? Like is it the creator?
The
Like what you
creator
doing?
tell me to go where I go, and that's it, brother. I don't know nothing else. The creator say, go over here, go over there, go work with them. I go work with them, I do what I do with them, and then I move on to the next. Some people I stay with for a long time because that's what the creator said. But I ain't finna be stuck nowhere.
Queen.
I'm an air sign. I ain't finna be stuck nowhere.
That part right there. Now you say you was Malik protege at first. How'd you get into the Bad Kids? Like how did that come along?
I asked him, I was like, man, I want to get in there, and I was trying to pay with my card, and it wouldn't work. And he was like, don't trip. And next thing I know, I was in there. Yeah.
In the class, and that's just how it worked. So you just damn thing.
They ain't know. I was in there being shy at first, brother. I wasn't hardly seeing nothing.
You light about it and humble about it, but before you say or do anything brash, I want people who on here right now to pay attention that you tap in with the creator
definitely
before you make a move, and that's one thing that I like about your craft. Like before you do anything, you tap in.
I pray,
and then you make
I
sure
pray before I
your spirits are.
And I pray before I sing.
You pray before you write, and you pray before you sing. That part. Okay. So what made it easy to pick you on the record, right? I forget what year. It's like 18, 19. You doing like hella open mics. You remember that run where you was doing all the open mics? So I was watching them. You know me. If anybody know me, I'm not a big commenter. I don't be on there like that. But it just be like, I would watch your videos and I'd be like, her voice cold as hell. So, on God. So when we was circling around to do the album, I'm like, Sendo do the beat, right? So I'm like do it that. When I hear they beat, ooh, sidebar with that, right? I send them half they deposit, right? They send me back 2 verses. They trash though. I hurry up and send them they other money. He feel all right. B-Lo feels so guilty. He hit back like, hey, bro, we can't do you like that.
Yes,
you was just so 100 with us. take this version. Keep them other verses, do whatever you want. So low key, I got 2 more whole ass do or die verses,
Yes,
but I'm keeping them low. So he said, keep that, but take these, because you was with us. I said, bet, thank y'all for that. To me, the first song was just as amazing. I kid you not. But I'm glad he did that due diligence. So now when he sent me the second one, I'm like, nah, I hear old girl on that. Hey, y'all, keep in mind, we had never met each
But
other.
A-Rab kept saying, A-Rab
never
on here,
met-
A-Rab kept saying, man, Bobby cool, he cool, what? I said, okay.
I'm going, hey, Rab, he said,
Yeah.
you cool, but we never met. But I'm like, when B-Lo sent me that second version, I'm like, nah, this the one. And I hear her voice. So I'm instantly like, nah, I gotta have you on that joint. How that feel?
Bro,
like, what was that like when it circled back?
It feels so surreal. Like, bro was like, man, I want you to be on here with the legends. I'm like, man, I ain't nobody. Then I say that. I said, man, I ain't nobody.
You sure was like,
I said,
I don't know.
people gonna be mad.
I was like, no. Yeah, you did say that. You said, if I was mad.
Go. Okay,
like,
bye. Let's go. Just go.
I said, I don't care if they mad or not. I'm listening to God. God told me to put you on this record. So that's the record. Hey, if y'all go watch the LSD episodes on YouTube, on my YouTube, it's episode 4 where y'all can see her.
Y'all want to know something? I didn't have Brother Hook till 2 days before it was time. I prayed for the right words and went in there.
Hey, that's crazy. I thought you had that all along in practice. You that you damn. That's exclusive.
No,
I thought
I'm sorry
you had
I didn't
that
tell you that, but no, I did. It was like 2 days prior to. I sat there and they said, "Say this," and I said, "Okay."
That's funny because our session wound up being epic because not only was Wick Wild in there, that's the same session. You was the same session Shauna fell through and the session Cole Hart was. Yeah. That was big dumbass epic moments right there. Hold on, I could right here I could remix it or you know what I'm saying? I got 2 questions that could take this interview a whole nother way.
The track ain't say what the song is called, right? So then, man,
Grab and Parlay. That was the name of it, right? Up until I got that second song from Do or Die. When I got that song and saw and that they cleared me to make it a hidden track, and I heard AK say Johnny P Forever on that ad lib. Yeah,
hey, what's crazy is like, okay, so I was working with Johnny P for a little while. I was finna write some stuff for him. Peace be upon him. I'm sorry.
So goddamn humble. Go ahead.
I was working with Johnny P for a little while. And start writing some stuff for him or whatever. But, you know, I used to be messing with him and stuff. Like, every time you see him, I'd be like, nah, hoo, hoo. He's like, shut up, Zay.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I used to hoop with him at Petrosky Park over there on 31st, by across from home run in over there on Costner, 31st. We used to BC Grill. Johnny P used to be up in that little ass hoop low key. Oh God, he could. Oh God. Hey, tell us a funny story about like, cause you know, Method. And your reach well.
I got plugged with
Method
Man through Craig Mack Peace be upon him too. Flavor in your head.
You see what I'm saying? Got plugged to
Craig
Method
Mack
Man through
ex-wife
Craig Mack.
plugged me. We met the man on the red man.
You see what I'm saying? Who got them types of connections and stories? You better tell us, Zay. I'm out you.
She
The
plugged me
stories,
with
but you tell us,
Wayne
though.
Williams. That used to be Sony that sang R. Kelly. You feel me? He had signed Lauryn Hill folks. He had went to jail too, but yeah. But that's one of my good friends in the industry. Shout out to DJ Wayne Williams, chose a few. I got house music I did. One of my cousins plugged me with somebody that was looking for somebody to sing, this Italian DJ. And the group he got called Music for the Deaf. And he was like, he needs somebody to sing. So I sang some house stuff for them. That's how I got in the house industry. I asked Screaming Rachel Kane of Traction Records. I asked her for a deal. She gave me a deal for that one song, and that's how I broke in the house industry.
Wow. And you just been in the industry. So so what are some of the threats?
You can't do nothing about in here. Get out of here, please.
You talking about certain instances as if it was simply easy, but your story and your journey has I won't say it's been easy, it ain't been hard, but it's been unique to you. And it's been unique in the sense you're still standing and you're still standing on who you are as an artist for God. How difficult that as a woman in this industry.
They don't understand it, and they be mad, and they be saying they talk shit, and but I don't care. I told somebody, I said, take it up with the creator. You don't like it, take it up with the creator. I can't write nothing. I can't be on no feature that the creator don't allow me to be on. I can't be part of nothing that the creator don't say be part of. That's just how it is.
So
yeah, it make it easier, but it make it hard because, you know, people would rather live in Babylon.
That part.
Babylon fought, Babylon dead. We make feed up, eh?
You. So, with that said, what are some of the other threats you think women face in the industry?
Other women, because the dudes be trying to put us against each other like it's a competition. First of all, I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm an enigma by my motherfucking self.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel threatened by them lady, them man. So I used to tell them I'll write you under the floor, the table, and the grave. But it's true.
Hard.
And the only reason I stand on it because the ink don't dry up because it comes from the source. And that's the only way I can stand on it like that.
Okay. And that's what make it that's what make it
so powerful.
So powerful.
And if like, okay, like everybody will see me and they be like, she a rapper. I'm not a rapper. Just because I don't I don't wear eyelashes all the time and all that stuff on my face. I don't need that. You can turn the mics out, turn the lights out. I'm going to stand on the street corner and bring them out. And still do what I do because I'm a vessel of the Most High. That's it.
That's hard. That's hard. So what would you say to another young lady trying to get in the music industry or interested in joining? What are some of the advice that you would say to her to make sure?
Make sure you got a lawyer if you ain't got nothing else. Because when they come with that paperwork, you going to need that lawyer. So look at the paperwork. You do not got to get down with nobody in order to bust your move. If you get down with somebody, that's on you because you want to, not because you feel like if you give them some, you know what I'm saying? I knew this lady when DMX had started Bloodline. I met DMX too, y'all. He tried to run it on me. He said, come on, ma. You know I got a wife. I said, nigga, my pussy tight. I ain't going to jeopardize my life. The fuck? You trying to say your verse to me? You don't know who you talking to, sir.
Get out there.
Hey,
That's crazy.
but
R.I.P.
yeah,
man.
like no, man. I'm not finna compromise nothing. If I feel like
It's
for real,
same day as Wayne. That's why that shit
damn, bro. Peace be upon him, Uncle Wayne. That's a cold song. If y'all don't know that song, y'all go listen to that song too.
Hey, we got a lot of good music together. That album was needed. I don't really think about it and talk about it a lot because, you know, it's therapy for me. And a
Yeah.
lot of times the measurements and what they measure the game as a success and a failure, I don't be necessarily
Oh yeah,
going off the
beware the
measurements, you know what
frauds
I'm
too.
saying? And you
If
don't.
the spirit tell you, I'll start to say something. If the spirit tell you don't, then please listen to the spirit.
That part. So should we go into, do we want to discuss what my cut would have been?
Hey, so Mercury retrograde is the moment of truth. Bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrels
So
in their mouth. Right.
Last joke, y'all. So the thing is,
It's a real
sex trafficking is a real thing in the world. Real thing in the world. And it's a real thing. And it seems to not be an age on who's affected or who can be sex trafficked. So there was an instance with myself and Alizé where, I mean, a circumstance almost occurred, and God prevailed.
all the time.
We'll say that. And allegedly, it was
Yeah,
a
they were trying to
cut-in
offer
for
brothers
me.
some money for me.
So apparently, since we didn't really keep in mind, we still, after the studio session, that's our first time meeting each other in real life. That studio session on my page, y'all, is our first time meeting each other. If y'all go look at that, that is me and Alizé first time meeting each other. When she came to LA, that's our second. So I guess to the people on who tried to set this up, I didn't have a care. I shouldn't have cared enough if Alizé is sitting there with her daughter right now. I wasn't supposed to care about that. So it was some ways that we were going to go with the album at the time that we wind up deferring from because certain individuals didn't like the fact that I interfered with
what they supposed to be sales of
se.
Zay.
I messed the money up. So having messed the money up, so since that's our second time actually being around each other, little do they know and little did we know, it actually caused us to be tighter than ever. So when it turned, our second meeting turned into, oh, we finna know each other for life. I bet.
Brother, my angel, him and sis, I promise. So Nikki, them my angels, Joe, because they was in the belly of the beast with me, literally.
And you got to understand to the point that when she's saying the belly of the beast, a certain individual was literally trying to get me to move her out of the hotel where she was safe and put her in the hotel by the airport, by LAX airport, where she wouldn't have been so safe per se. So that's what really solidifies me and Alizé's relationship. So if anybody knows us or have seen us, I think that's what anchors who we are.
Bro, we got Ghana on this joint. You hear me?
Incident.
JJ Gonami all the way from Ghana on here with us. You hear me? You see him? Ghana in this bitch.
Ghana in this bitch? Star. Straight fucking clowns. But nevertheless, a motherfucker call her phone because this is where it turns at. Motherfucker calls phone and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, let me
Yeah.
talk to bro. I'm bro." And he says, "You buy her?" I said, "Yeah." Nigga say,
Right.
"Walk
Walk away
away."
with my phone.
With her phone. So I said, "Okay, this is for the get good." I walk away. Cause I'm like, what is the man about to? Hey, he say, "Man, just go through with it. Get up out of airport, and there's something in it for you too." Now, when I first met per se individual, I told Zay, hey, he already broke a law, and I wanted to hem him up and beat the shit out of him. But we gonna see this pans out. So when the niggas say that, I'm like, wow, right? But now it's just like, fast forward, and we still here. The album's out. Zay still working. We're all still working. We still in this music thing. We still doing what they do. Haters is still out, and I'm lying about this conversation right here, right? So now I'm like, well, damn. If I'm lying, what is that?
Look, that's when we start saying, man, Zay on the pull up.
Zay on
was saying,
the pull
what
up.
y'all got?
So we got
that
Zay pack, y'all. So yes, you can braid my hair. Please braid my hair. It needs to be braided. But it's like Zay literally, since then we have been tight. And now that gets me into the biggest question of this. With you being a woman and me being a man, and we in a male dominant, we're actually in a bitch ass nigga dominant.
Say that,
industry,
say word.
That's another thing. It ain't male
I smell
dominant.
coochie.
It's a bitch ass
and it ain't
nigga
coming from a woman.
But that gets into the question of, is the game personal or is it business?
Man, brother, this what we on is divine order. And I can't say it no other way. What we on is divine order. You feel me? We was in the belly of the beast. More than a couple times. And I never look. They man, they just gonna be mad cause I ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Keep in mind, y'all, we met through the 8-bar hook on Johnny Have a track 8. This is where this is coming from. Period. So with that said, what's your thoughts on the album?
That's one of the coldest movies ever wrote.
That's hard. That was a good way to say it. That's hard. One of the coldest movies ever.
The realest shit we ever wrote. Yeah. The truest shit we ever spoke.
That's hard. That's real hard. That's real hard. Hey, you know that gets me into we need to make a movie of it.
With it.
Cause I know we gonna keep riding it out, and we doing what we doing to deal with the politics of making it a show right now. But since you already done screen rope, and we still need a movie, I think it's time to get a 45-minute to 60-minute joint done. Like LSD, I think it's time.
I'm with it.
Because by the time it'll be an amazing thing to go and hit these people with a visual of what LSD is. What you saying that? Yes, I'm gonna need your help on that tremendously.
I got you, brother. You know
for
I
real.
got you. Yeah, he my brother. So anybody who think otherwise or mad, keep being mad. You don't like it, go take it up with the creator.
That's a
Stop saying she ready. Hey.
So what you
Okay, so
currently working on, sis?
I got an album. I was supposed to drop it on the 21st of December, but they said it wasn't time yet. So I got an acoustic album coming out. Huh?
There's a lot. There's a lot
Yeah.
going on around this Christmas. A lot of going
No,
on.
not the people. I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking
Well,
about
we on the same.
I'm
We
talking
here.
about
We here.
good.
And they said hold fast. So I'm dropping this acoustic album with Jesse Parks. I've been working with Jesse since he started teaching himself how to play that guitar. One of the coldest guitarists in the city now. Uh,
That's cool.
there's the album called Unseen, Unheard, and Unplugged. The whole album was written under the trance, uh, under the trance, under the act of the Most High and the ancestors.
So y'all really on there talking to that
Yes.
core.
You heard
people.
some of it. Brother said it sounded like some
core.
Sade stuff, but
Yeah. You talking about the joint you played over the FaceTime, right? Yeah, I can't wait to see the first visuals for it. That's a movie too.
thanks,
Because that's
brother.
what I said it
It's
was.
only the first album. That's
Like,
7 songs. We got a whole nother one still. And all this I had got done probably with the exception of maybe 4 or 5 of those songs. Those songs was done prior to me having my baby and all that. Prior to going to California. Like I said, I got lyrics laying. I got more lyrics than clothes and shoes.
wow, as a woman, that's
Yeah,
cold to
they be
say.
like, girl, I got all
more
these shoes,
lyrics
I
than
got all these clothes. Girl, I got lyrics. This shit worth more than that, honey. I promise you.
Let's get it. So with that said, and as we close out the interview part, what's we coined it on here, and we having every guest give 5 songs that they would play for God to get into
Oh,
heaven.
man, I got a song that's
Your
not out that
intro.
I play for God to get into heaven because
It could be your songs, it could be
so
other people's songs. It don't matter.
first I sing the song that we got for Uncle Wayne because I said, brother, I don't know if I can sing over no sample. And then I went and sang over the damn sample.
That's We All We Need or Lost My Best
Friend. That'll be first. Then We All We Need. And then I would do this song I got this song I didn't put it out yet. It's a gospel song I wrote. I write gospel too, by the way, y'all. So I wrote this gospel song and I sang that song at the Taste of Austin and the bees landed on me and that's how the bees started coming to me, so I know that's divine order. You know what I'm saying?
That song. What's the name of that song?
I don't know, brother, because I don't know. That song's is powerful. I'm sure I'm gonna have to do it soon because we are in the restoration process right now. So, man,
what you thinking? What's third? We got Best Friend. We got We All We Need. What's
that's
number
the
3?
gospel song. See, I don't even have no title for it. I just sing it.
Right.
Yeah.
I just put untitled
gospel song. I got another song called The One, because I know. So I sang The One at this concert, at a concert one day, and I know that some of the people in there been to jail, they got bodies. Them people shed tears. That's one of those. It's called The One.
Name of that song?
You could hear that. That's on my YouTube page. Jesse playing it live with me singing it. Well, I'm at 4. And then I got one more. So I wrote a song for my baby I ain't put out yet. The song called I Never Knew a Love Like This Before.
That's hard. That for your daughter
Yes,
in the back
I
that's been
wrote
in the
that song for
background.
my seed. Yep,
I
I
never
never knew
knew
a love like this
you
before.
was the
So somebody would think I'm talking about a dude. Whole time I'm talking about my baby. That's that's the part of writing. You got to touch them however you can touch them and
that's
make them pay
cold.
attention.
That's cold. Yeah. That's real cold. And you say it's
Yeah,
called
the
The
one is
One.
on my YouTube page with Jesse playing in the background. That show is like a 17-minute joint. So it's songs on there that I put out on my mixtape. So I got a mixtape out on SoundCloud. The Zay Classics mixtape hosted by DJ V-Dub.
Plug again. See? You gotta act like these are all light moves, but we get through it. Ain't nobody just getting nothing
I'm a humble
hosted by
humbug.
V-Dub these days.
That's all.
That's all. Keep working. That's why I love the grind. So we got Best Friend, We All We Need, Untitled, The One, and I Never
Yeah,
Knew a Love Like This Before.
yeah. I can't really sing right now because I had an asthma attack today. Let me show you how the creative work. I had an asthma attack at 4:30 this morning.
My mama said she know how you feel with the birth of
Hey,
your
mama.
baby.
That's real talk.
But you all
Yeah, I
right?
feel better. I took a lot of medicine
You-
that I needed to open my lungs up.
Yeah, and some was trying to stop this interview. That's why I was just
They
like, look
can't
how we just went through
they can't
everything.
stop it, baby.
Slayed a lot. Slayed a lot. You got any last comments, sis? Anything you want the people to know before
Man,
we get out of here?
be kind to yourself. Be kind to the universe.
Mm.
And I know it's hard, but the restoration is in play. Be part of the restoration. Restore yourself and walk in your truth.
That's real.
You know
That's
what
real.
I'm saying?
I can't wait to make a clip out of that. That was just powerful right there. What a job.
I ain't got no cards in front of me reading this either. This just coming because how they giving it to me. Them downloads.
Praise. So, go back to the verse, Colossians 1:23. But you must continue to believe in truth and
Man,
stand firmly in it.
I say.
Don't drift away from the assurance you received
Yes,
when you heard the good
yes,
news. The good news has been preached all over the world, and I, Deacon, have been anointed as God's servant to proclaim it.
Say
Tell
loud.
me that ain't
Yes.
what we
Yes,
just embodied.
sir. Say but. You just did that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
how you fight it right there. That's
Shout
how you
out to
fight it right
everybody
there.
who came and
And we
tuned
go
in. We
in.
appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Hope we shine
We had
some
a lot
light
of
on
people that
y'all.
were in it
Gave y'all
Wednesday.
some light because that's what we do. We send love, light, and love to y'all. Love you too, brother. I love you
That's
too,
it.
Bishop. Voila. That's my Gemini gang.
Oh, God. That twin with y'all crazy ass. Like we said, y'all, and that's
Love you
GFM for
too,
today.
brother.
Love you, sis. Alice on track 8 on LSD, lsdmemo.com, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all follow Zay and show Zay some love. And we go from there. We finna go and grab and parlay as we end
Love you
today's
too, brother.
episode. Love you, sis, in a minute. Yeah. There we go. I was listening to that other Zay.
I heard it too. I was like,
Yeah.
brother, playing the song. Oh, it's parts to that too. Some more parts. That's only part one.
I know. You gonna put some more out. Yeah. Real pimping. Real Chi-Town shit. Yeah. Hey, tell Avery to keep you on point.
What's up, brother? I see you over here like.
Keep on point, Avery. I'm going to take you back to this 96. Well, here we go. Wrestling career, man. Speed it up like a monster. We can play. Yeah. Yeah. We can roll the split. Yeah. Just like that.
This dude stay in the rose.
Huzzah.
Look what I have to do. What? Weird, right?
That's it.
In a minute,
Just
brother.
a minute.
Uh,
Love. So that's GFM for the day, y'all. Hold on. Go on, hang up. Say something to go ahead and do the outro. All right. I'm gonna so who we got tomorrow? We got King Chaz and we got Blue Studios tomorrow. Them should be some good ones. So King Chaz is on Career, but he's one of the singers on the hook with Daryl and Malik Yusef. And Blue Live, the studios, that's the engineer who helped us put a lot of these songs together. Y'all can see him on the LSD episodes on my YouTube. But once again, GFM, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Love y'all. We started this week off strong. Let's go ahead and just keep getting stronger for the rest of this week. Love conquers all, and we go from there. Love y'all.